Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. Guess what I found today? I found that the 40 hours that you work, that was all designed. That was a design. Somebody came up with the idea that you should work 40 hours. Now, I said, what? What? So I have this, let me show you. It's by Carrington on Site. This particular person, Carrington on Site. Carrington, that's him at the bottom. And he's talking about the 40 hours. Where did the 40 hours come from? Well, I know that YouTube and all these people will stop you from using other people's things if you have it on where you can hear it. So I'm going to turn it on because I can read it. But I want you to see from whence it's coming because it was fascinating to me. And I said, my people want to know because we work. Well, my crew doesn't work anymore. Well, I don't know. I'm still working, but not 40 hours. So let's talk about these 40 hours. Let me go here. Let me turn it down, number one. And then it says, let me start it again. And I'm just going to share with you this way. Too tired. You're too tired. In 1926, they came up and discovered the perfect trap. 40 hours keeps you alive, but too tired to escape. Woo-wee. 40 hours keeps you alive, but too tired to escape. We do 40 hours. I remember when I worked for Delta Airlines, it would be 6 on, 7 on, 3 off, 2 off. But I was young enough to be like, hey, that's my schedule. That's the way it goes. All of you that are out there still working, you know what I'm saying. You're saying, that's what I got to do. These are my hours. This is what I have to do. And you go ahead and do it. But did you know that they said that Henry Ford, ran the numbers. Henry Ford ran the numbers. Okay, let me get this part. Okay, where am I going? Oh, he tested the work schedule. It's not moving for me, of course. And found the sweet spot, 40 hours. Not because it's optimal. Wait a minute. Let me go back. Because it's not because it's optimal for productivity. The 40 hours is not for productivity. The 40 hours is not for productivity, according to this. Let's see what the 40 hours is really for. Because it's optimal for control. Let's do the math. 40 hours of work, 10 hours commuting, 56 hours sleeping, 14 hours for eating and showering, basic survival. That's 120 hours, leaving you 48 hours of free time. Ooh, except you're exhausted. Wow. That's about right. That's about right. I need to run those numbers back again. I mean, by the time you've seen people say, I watch HGTV, and the person will say that commute is too far. And they'll say it's 30 minutes or it's 25 minutes. I never think about that. The commute, I never thought about a commute because I never had to have a commute. Wherever when you work at Delta Airlines, the airport's right there. So I live somewhere near or close to or 15 minutes away from the airport because I had to be at work. Okay, and then when I taught school, I don't remember spending time. I don't know, I was younger, right out of college. Maybe I lived 15 minutes away, maybe 20 minutes away. I lived one time an hour away, maybe 45 minutes. And that was, I didn't do that long. That was maybe 3 months. We did have to move around. But I'm just saying, so this is the part that got me. I heard Steve Harvey say this once, or maybe it's D.L. Hughley. I don't know. But guess what Saturday is? Guess what Saturday is for you? It's recovery time. And what do you do on Sunday? You dread Monday. And I thought about that thing. I said, that is the absolute truth. I remember when you worked, you couldn't wait for Friday to be over. You spent all day Saturday with shopping, preparing, getting ready for the following week, cooking, taking the kids, You spent your whole Saturday just busy doing something. And then Sunday, you went to church. Then you got out of church. You had some, about 4 o'clock you start saying, about 5 o'clock you start saying, ooh. And by 6 o'clock you were just in tears because you had to start all over again. And you keep doing it, and we have done, and then you retire, and then you die. Because that has been the pattern. And of course, I'm saying to you to come out the coffin because we're not doing that. We're going to retire and we're going to keep doing something else. Because if you're 60 years old, you have 40 more years of life. If you're 70, you have 30 more years of life, even more maybe. And if you're 80 years old, you got 20 more years of life. What are you going to do with those years? Just sit down and wait for the Lord to come get you? He going to come get you. Don't worry. You got a date, baby. He got something for you. So why you going to sit down and count? Look at the calendar and say, when the day? Well, Lord, it wasn't the day. Well, Lord, it wasn't the day. Then one day they'll be reading your obituary. No, you're going to live. You're going to live. So if you're 45, you got at least 55 more years of life. That's 365 days times 55. That's a lot of time, however they do it. The math was my major. But I'm saying when this guy said that Saturday is recovering, look at this picture here. Can you see it? Saturday is recovery time. And that is why you want to have your own business. You want to do your own thing. And you want to work till you get your own business started. That's what you want to do. But Saturday is recovery time. And let me see what it's saying. The week and Sunday dreading. Monday, your weekend is in freedom. It's recovery time. So you can do it again. Monday morning, the alarm goes off and you feel it's that existential dread. 5 days to freedom. 5 days of giving your life away. For what? A paycheck that disappears instantly. Okay, hold up. When you get the check, everybody the 15th and the 20th, or the 5th and the 20th, or the 15th and the last day of the month, or every other Wednesday, or every Wednesday, or every Friday. It's you have sold your body and given your body out for 40 hours so you can get that check. And when you get that check, where's it go? You got rent, light, gas, water, phone. That's it. And then you have a few more dollars left over, depending on, and it's everyone. I don't care if it's the CEO or the janitor. It's rent, light, gas, rent, utilities, rent, utilities, and some savings, perhaps. But it's all the same. And it's those 40 hours. And every week, every Saturday and Sunday, you're rushing somewhere to do something. The CEOs doing the same thing. The CEOs are doing, because they got to be at work on Monday too, because they're the one controlling what you're doing. Okay, they're controlling making sure your 40 hours are in. And so everybody's at work on Monday. And so it's saying rent and bills. Let me see what else. Food, loans, nothing left. Want to start a business? Too tired to learn that skill. Too tired to build that project. Too tired. That's not an accident. That's the design. If you have energy left over, you'll leave. If you have money left over, you build something. If you had time left over, you'll organize. They can't let that happen. So they found the formula. Just enough money to survive, just enough time to do not break completely, just enough energy to come back tomorrow, but never enough to escape. You got to go and escape. You got to escape. I ran across this, and I've told you how to go and find it yourself. You got to escape because it's a rat race. They meant that. They meant a rat race when they said that. And you all who are 45 and 35, get out of it now as fast as you can. Figure it out, because let me tell you something. I saw something disturbing. I haven't told my family about it yet. Very disturbing. I was on one of these media. Either I was on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Maybe I was over Threads one day. So let me just say what I saw. A woman from Nigeria. Now you could write in the comments to Nigerians. It said most of Nigeria is cash free. And I said, you know what? You think about it. When the last time you had some cash? Most of everything is cash free. It's all the card. But they're thinking about, since they already had a card, they're thinking about giving you some kind of something you can put in your hand or on your arm or somewhere on your wrist. They're going to give you something, insert something in you, so you don't even have to do anything but just hold your hand, because you're doing that now. You're doing it with the instrument. But instead of doing it with an instrument, you do it with your hand. They're already using eye recognition and face recognition and hand recognition. And now they want to put this this machine or this instrument in you. The dogs already have it. The animals already have it. It's a tracking. It's a tracking piece. So, and then in order to get the food, what you need in Nigeria, you're going to need to have this thing. And they are encouraging people to go back to farming. But how can you go back to farming if you don't have the money or the land? All the land is just about taking over. I've been saying in my own household, and I'm saying your own on your household. You can grow some things in just something outside the window on your front porch. But baby, you need to have something growing by the end of 2026. Something ought to be planted, something gonna grow. Because if you don't think they got something for you in 2027, if you don't think they don't have, if they did this in 1926, and we're on 2026, 100 years of controlling. It's all about power and control. It is not about money. They have trillions of dollars and millions of dollars and billions of dollars, but control of people, control of the earth, control of the weather. Everybody wants to be God. Everybody wants that God thing, you see, and so it's a move for you to get money. If you don't have money, if you don't have $1 million minimum, you got to have $1 million minimum by the end of 2026. All of them been trying to tell you. Myron been trying to tell you. Georgianne been trying to tell you. You got to have $1 million minimum by the end of 2026. That go for me. You saying, well, you ain't got. You don't know what I got. you don't know that. You don't know that. Before you say that, you don't know what anybody has. So I'm telling you what you got to have by the end of 2026. $1 million. Because if you don't have it 2027, they got something for it. Because we had this 100-year, we're in a 100-year anniversary of the 40 years of the 40-hour work week. While we're talking about anniversaries. And you look back on, you can see little things, and that mark is, for me, would be the mark of the beast. The Bible it ain't lied yet. It has not lied yet. Whatever you think about the Bible, I'm going to say it this way. It ain't, poor English, lied yet. All that's poor English. But I'm saying to you, and what these people are saying to you, I need you to think carefully about what we're doing and how you're doing it with your family. And then let me read on with it. Let me turn it on and say, and then 2 days gone in a blink. 2 days, when you used to work, and those who work now, Saturday and Sunday is gone before you know it. You have to get up early on Saturday and take somebody to soccer, take somebody to Girl Scout, take somebody to basketball, take somebody to football, go get their clothes washed, clean up the house, and before you know it, and all you got is Saturday night. And you try to have you some kind of socializing with your husband, your boyfriend, your partner, something, and before you know it, it's over. I need you to pay attention to this, what this Carrington on site is saying. So let me get to the end of it now. 2 day hard for 45 years, then retire, so you do it. You trade your everything, your 60s, your 70s for a paycheck, and at the end, 65, you're free, except your body's broken, your energy's gone. You spent your best years building someone else's dream, and your freedom came too late to use it. The 40-hour work week isn't about productivity. It's about compliance. Keep you tired, keep you poor, keep you busy, too exhausted to think, too broke to leave, too busy to organize. That's not employment. That's control. And you'll do it for the next 45 years unless you break or escape. But you won't, because you can't afford to. That's the trap. All right, we're out of the trap. My people are out of the trap. Because I talk about this, and I'm still talking about it, and I will continue to talk about it, because I want to see you free. I want to see you free before you get to my age, definitely before you get to my age. I want you to know, I don't say it. I don't say it. I say it, and I wish I knew some of this one at the time, but I can say that God has kept me. I retired from Delta Airlines at age 52 years old, and He has kept me with no full-time employment, all special deals. Everything was so special. I haven't signed any papers with anybody since I was 52 years old, and I'm 83 now. You do the math. Yes, God has been good to me. He's been good to me. I earned a doctorate degree from Clark Atlanta after cancer won. Each cancer was my catalyst. It just made me do something else, made me do something different. I've enjoyed it. Of course, I've had my ups and downs, health-wise, finances also. But I'm glad to say that he brought me through. He can bring you through. So you can have some joy. You got to have some joy. Put your stuff on. Shop in your closet. Enjoy yourself. Get out and do something. Volunteer. Write a book. My daughter's doing a workshop tonight. Go on Facebook, on my Facebook page, on how to write your book. You better get on it, doggone it. You're going to need something in 2027. I love you. And you can't do anything about it.